Kirk, what was your message to the team after tonight?
We got to play more baseball. You know, we played a Thursday inter-squad, a Friday inter-squad, and then a Friday game against A&M. And like I told them, I think we have skilled players, but we are not a skilled team right now. We just haven't put them in a position to compete enough because we haven't played enough baseball. You know, so there was good things, but there's a lot of negative things. But ultimately, they were a more skilled team tonight, and I felt like they were a more skilled team last week in terms of competing against the game of baseball. And we haven't put them in a position enough to compete in inter-squad games. And now that these games are done, we're going to be able to start stretching guys out and play more baseball, because that's what we have to do. We need to play more baseball and learn how to compete against the game, because we're not doing a really good job of that. Last week we didn't do a good job of it this week, so we have time, but at the same time we don't. You know, so that was my message. It was, we got to be a more skilled team, learning how to compete better, learning how to play the game better.
When you talk about playing more baseball now, does that mean you're throwing more scrimmages?
More scrimmage, more innings. You know, guys have been going. The most guys have gone is one, with the exception of Brassfield. So now we're going to start stretching guys out, going 2 innings at a time, 3 innings at a time. You know, pitchers need to pitch, hitters need to hit, and we just haven't done enough of it. You know, and so, you know, for me, that's last year we didn't play any fall games, and we inter-squatted a ton. And again, I think fall games are great, but I'm not so sure having the schedule the way we had it put them in a great position to be ready to compete and see a lot of live pitching and see a lot of live hitters. We got to get better, 100%, and that comes with playing more baseball.
Texas State, obviously, for the past several years, they've been a really good hitting program.
Yep.
How important was it for your pitchers to get innings against a team like that?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the scoreboard, they had 2 crooked numbers. That was kind of the difference in the game. But they, like you said, we played in the same ballpark as they did, and they impacted the baseball a little bit more than we did. And again, we got to come back to it, but we got to play each other more. We got to see more pitches, and we got to face more hitters. And so that starts on Sunday. In terms of putting them in more competitive environments, in terms of machine pitch games and playing more games, and then next weekend, being able to play Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 innings a day and play more baseball.
Saw some freshmen today for the first time, Lucas, Brady, Aiden on the mound. Just what was your reaction to their
Well, I think, Cade Durnan, first time pitching. Yeah. He was a redshirt last year. That was good to see. I thought he handled himself pretty good. Aiden, I thought, actually threw the ball extremely well. I was pleasantly surprised, not pleasantly surprised, but I was happy with how he handled himself. The stuff, yes, and the results, yes, but I thought, you got a guy on second base, first and second. The game didn't seem to speed up on him. I thought he threw some extremely good pitches to get out of that jam. But then Dallimore had a couple hits. Seeing him back behind the plate because he wasn't able to play last week with food poisoning. And then Lucas, we're taking him along slowly just because of his hernia surgery, and so we got him in there just a little bit just to give him a taste of it, so that we can kind of get his feet wet, so he knows what it's like.
Nate Stern, obviously,
yep.
One of the more solid innings tonight. What have you seen from him throughout the
Well, I think Nate's big thing is understanding that his stuff's really good, and he doesn't really have to dance around the strike zone. When he's really good, the bats are pretty fast. And when he's not is when he's tiptoeing around the strike zone and has long at bats with hitters. So, his big deal is just attacking the box and being able to get guys out quickly. All right?